We have conducted an experiment with a heterogeneous group of 40 non-expat users with the aim of finding out which diagram supports viewers most in their performance of different information retrieval tasks. A geographic map represents locations in a natural, intuitive way. Locations are displaced according to their position with respect to a north-south and an east-west axis. A Gantt chart displays time in a natural way, as a timeline from left to right. Spatio-temporal data involve locations, times, and objects. For our research, both the basic map and the basic Gantt chart are adapted in such a way that all three components are visually depicted. In the adapted map, time gets a counterintuitive representation. In the adapted Gantt chart, this is true for location. Agents move maximally twice in simple maps and in simple Gantt charts. Agents' movements vary from 2 to 6 times in complex maps and complex Gantt charts. The experiment involved these 4 diagram types. The experimental task we wanted our participants to perform vary in 2 important ways. They varied with respect to Bertin's so-called reading levels and with respect to wording. These are the 3 questions we wanted to answer. Our participants were exposed to different diagram types while performing different task types. The results show that all in all there are no clear differences between the map and the Gantt. A clear influence of the complexity of information visualized is only apparent in the performance of the intermediate reading level task involving counting with a Gantt-based adaptation. When we investigate the results for answer speed, we get a complete different picture. Maps are more efficient than Gantts, and complexity slows down answer time for each diagram type. These differences are significant, except for a particular task type, which is the intermediate reading level task type with time on focus in its wording. Answers to the research questions make us aware that our map-based adaptations are more facilitative than our Gantt-based ones, not with respect to answer accuracy, but with respect to answer speed. We have discovered that task type has some influence and that wording with focus on time may have a more powerful effect for performance with the Gantt than for performance with the map. Complexity shows some small differences in effects on task performance. These might disappear when the map-based design gets a more optimized representation of time and the Gantt-based one gets a clearer demarcation for each location row.